What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to Skylanders Rings of Heroes. This is a brand new hero collector that is currently in closed beta, brought to you by the developers that brought you Summoners Wars, and of course Activision, the owner of the Skylanders license. As you can see, this is a massive collaboration when you consider Summoners Wars is one of the biggest hero collectors on mobile, teaming up with Activision with the Skylanders license, which is literally everywhere. There's a lot riding on this game. There's just no way, in my mind, there's no way the developers behind Summoners Wars paid for the Skylander license and are going to pay to renew it every single year to go small in this game. They're gonna go all in on this game because I feel like there is a lot of money riding on this collaboration. So it's a big deal. So I thought I would take a few minutes to kind of take a look at the game. Like I said, it is in closed beta, so I don't really dedicate a lot of time to games that are in closed beta because I don't want my progress wiped either. Come on. But let's go ahead and take a look at what this game has to offer. Now, you know what I always say about hero collectors? A hero collector is only as fun as the heroes that you can collect, and this is Skylanders. I don't collect the figurines. I don't really know anything about them. I've seen them in stores. I've seen them in commercials. I know that they are very cool looking, little guys. Not really my type. But they do have a lot of personality. Like for this one, Grilla Drilla. Like that's cool. All right, Grilla Drilla. You got this little dragon named Hot Dog. I showed you my Knight here, Chill, and you got Stealth Elf. So I'm not sure how in the future the Skylander figurines will actually fit into this game, but I'm sure they're gonna do something. So that kind of gives you a look of the characters themselves. Now, of course, since the game, like I said, was made by the Summoners Wars developers, a lot of that is going to transfer into this game, and that actually makes me really excited. They have been making Summoners Wars for years now, so they're gonna bring a lot of history, a lot of things that have worked, a lot of things that have failed that they can avoid, a lot of growing pains, and a lot of quality of life features that they can put into this game at day one and build from there. That is a ton of history to build on. So I'm very curious to see how they kind of go about making this game as good as it can be. Now, as you can see, you have your own floating island where you can put down buildings pretty much right out of Summoners Wars. In addition to that, you have an adventure mode, which once again, you've seen this before, but a lot of this was pioneered by that development team. So right now there are 10 floating islands. And of course, you're gonna go through these islands, beat them on easy, normal, and hard. Once again, not showing you anything that you haven't seen before, but do keep in mind that this developer kind of pioneered a lot of these features. So let's kind of jump into combat, and I'll show you where this game kind of part ways with Summoners Wars, because it does a little bit different here. So I'm gonna go ahead and build my team. Now, what I'm gonna do, let's go ahead and put 2 people in my spectate mode so they can get EXP. So what I'm gonna do is I'll show you a little bit here. So each of these creatures basically has abilities that they can equip. So for example, my Stealth Elf here, I can unequip Blade Slash and use Stealth if I want to, and that kind of gives me a little bit of customization on my character to play them the way I want to play them. So that I think that's actually a pretty neat feature. You also have a companion, which I'll show you in combat, and then like I said, you have 2 characters that can spectate and gain EXP passively. So that is my main summoner. You don't really see a lot of her, but I'll show you what she does. Now, right off the bat, this game, like I said, parts ways with Summoners Wars pretty drastically. Now, as you can see, I haven't done anything and the enemies are attacking me. This game has an active battle system pulled like right out of Final Fantasy, which I think is actually pretty cool. So if I just sit here, the enemies will defeat me. Now, the way I need to attack in this game, as you can see at the very bottom of your screen, I have 10 mana crystals. Each one of my character's abilities takes a certain amount of mana crystals. So for example, this one takes 5. So I'm gonna do Wing Slice, boom, that takes 5 crystals and they build up over time. So I can actually kind of play with this in a very unique way. So I don't have to wait for a specific character's turn to come. If I want to use a specific character's ability, I can use it right away as long as I have the crystals to do so. So I want my little hot dog to take another turn, boom, I can do that. If I want my dragon to do Wing Slice and then right after that do a follow-up attack of Blade Shards, I can do that. The strategy is up to me, and I think that adds a really interesting layer. Now look at the personality on these characters. That's pretty cool. Now my summoner can actually summon a companion here. So there you see, I just summoned this little guy right here, and you can power him up. He has his own separate stats from my team. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this poison. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this one off. Poison Spore, get him poisoned out, do Wing Slice. Very cool. So I thought that was a really interesting way to do combat. It makes it a lot more active than a lot of other games. Now, of course, there is an autoplay that you can engage if you choose to. with ×3 speed that is automatically unlocked. So no having to worry about VIP or getting to a certain level. ×3 is available instantly. So there you go. Get a bunch of gold, some shards, and of course runes. This game does have runes because once again, it's built on the foundation of Summoner's Wars. So that is that. So that's kind of the adventure mode that I have so far. And like I said, more of this to come once the game actually hits a global launch. But there is this thing called a distorted dimension, the altar of trials, and of course, Mirage Tower, which is probably like an endless tower mode. If you played, Summoner's Wars, I'm pretty sure a lot of these things will just kind of transfer right over and you'll feel at home. And there's an arena as well, so I'm sure it'll be you versus AI PvP, pretty much exactly like Summoner's Wars once again. So based off of what I see early on, a really solid foundation. What I want to do now is I want to do a few summons to kind of see what these characters are like. Since the game is in closed beta, they give you a lot of gems. So let's just go ahead and use some of these gems and see what type of characters are in this game. Like I said, I don't know anything about Skylanders. This is all new to me. So you can get fragments. Oh wow, sharpshooter. And I think this one in the middle should be a full character. Let's see. Stealth elf. I got 20 shards of stealth elf. Come on. Let's hold on 1 second. Do I have enough to? No, I don't. I was gonna see if I had enough to bring her to 4 stars to see if anything changes, but I don't. Let's keep on summoning. We got one more summon to do here for one more full summon. All right. It looks like you could only get frags. Is that right? Can I get a full character? Deja vu. So yeah, it looks like you only can get fragments. And then the card in the middle gives you the highest amount of fragments. How many more do I have? Ooh, there's a thing called luxury summon. Maybe I should have did that. Maybe I should have did that luxury summon. That sounded nice. Let's do one more premium summon here. See what else is in the pipe. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'll be able to get any new characters to show off to you guys. Blast Zone. All right. And if I go over to characters, I don't think I had enough to unlock any of them, unfortunately. But here we go. We can kind of take a look at some more of these characters. Unfortunately, they're grayed out, so you can't really get the feel for them. But I'm sure all you Skylander fans out there are recognizing some of your favorite characters. This guy, Sharpshooter. Terrafin. Very cool. Tri-tip. So yeah, so this is Skylanders. Looking forward to it. Like I said, the developer behind it gives me a lot of faith in the future on how good this game could be. What I want to show you is a boss encounter as well, so you can really kind of see these characters come to life, and then we'll go ahead and end the video there. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do a boss that I can actually beat, though. We're going to go to the Misty Bog. This guy right here looks insane. So we'll go ahead and do that. And this game does have an elemental system as well, as you can see. And the game has some quality of life features included in their elemental tree. So if you want to know what beats fire, all you got to do is click on it. This game has earth, it has tech, it has life, water, air, fire, magic, undead, and then, of course, light and dark. And I like that. Kind of shows you exactly what you should bring. I mean, obviously you get used to it right off the bat, but I know a lot of new players will kind of come to this game based off of the Skylanders license. So that is that. All right, so let's go ahead and do this boss encounter here, and that's where we'll end the video. I'm just gonna keep it on auto. Look at this, there's a walrus here with 2 hooks for hands. That's pretty awesome. I wish I could move the camera around, but they don't let you do it. Fighting a broccoli with a magic staff. He's Pug too. He's dual-wielding Pug, basically. Now the autoplay won't summon your little companion, so you have to do that manually if you choose to. So keep that in mind. You can also press it so he actually does his little attack. There we go. Look at this thing. Boss Gulper. He summoned a barrel of soda. Let's see if my squad will actually kill it on its own. Probably not. I wonder if it's like a self-destruct thing. Nope, that's something he used. Look at that. That's so good. Very well animated. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I will definitely give this game a look when the game comes out in global. I don't have any dates for you just yet, but the game looks like it has pretty much what it needs, to be honest. Wouldn't be surprised if this thing launches very, very soon. And of course, I gotta put your face in it. Why you gotta put my face in the game, guys? And there you go. Oh, one more thing to show you before we end the video. And I don't know if they've already changed this in Summoners Wars. I have no idea. I have not played Summoners Wars in a while. But the rune system, you guys know I hate rune systems where you press it and you have to wait. You press it, you have to wait. A lot of those games also have like power up times 5, power up times 10, but they always stop as soon as it is successful. And I hate that. So you have to spend so much time just like pressing this button, waiting, pressing this button, waiting. Here, if you do power up times 3, it's 3 guaranteed successes. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Like I said, I don't know if they've already changed this in Summoners Wars. Maybe they have. But back when I played it, you had to do this manually over and over and over. Look how much easier and faster it is. You make me so happy, Skylander. And so, as you can see, it's failing, which is fine because no matter what, it'll give me 3 successes before it ends. I love that. Beautiful. Look how fast I got to purple. A lot of times I don't level up my runes in games because I'm too lazy. But this is perfect. This is great. So that is where I will end it, ladies and gentlemen. Be on the lookout for this game. Like I said, I don't have any dates. It is currently in closed beta. If you do want to give it a try, but do keep in mind, all your progress will be wiped, and it'll put your face in the world for everybody to see. Well, come on. I don't want this to be my little avatar. Can I change this? Guess not. Guess not. Anyway, guys, I'm FG3000. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next video. Later.